Our first senior football player, number 5, Owen Clare. Owen Clare is a running back and is escorted by his parents, Dexter Clare and Ashley and Landon Cornish.
Welcome to
Number
live
5,
coverage
Owen Clare
of Tiger football and senior night. And we're going to start a little early tonight as we watch senior night, not just for football, but for a lot of the fall activities. And I'll just
Number 7, Matthew Pelfrey.
listen in as Ken Knierim introduces the seniors.
Matthew Pelfrey is a running back and is escorted by his parents, Huck and Caitlin Pelfrey. Number 7, Matthew Pelfrey. Number 10, Elijah Peary. Elijah Peary is a kicker and is escorted by his parents, Joe and Amanda Peary. Number 10, Elijah Peary. Number 12, Preston McCracken. Preston McCracken is the quarterback and is escorted by his parents, Rory and Dawn McCracken. Number 12, Preston McCracken. Number 14, Jen Villasica. Jen Villasica is a running back and escorted by his parents, Jimmy and Iko Villasica. Number 14, Jen Villasica. Number 15, Isaiah Hull. Isaiah Hull is a running back and escorted by his parents, John and Joyce Hall. Number 15, Isaiah Hull. Number 21, Gavin Lawhon. Gavin Lawhon is the defensive back and escorted by his parents, Jackie Lawhon and Brandon Self. Number 21, Gavin Lawhon. Number 23, Jackson Taylor. Jackson Taylor is the defensive back and escorted tonight by his parents, Dustin Taylor and Jennifer Bridges. Number 23, Jackson Taylor. Number 25, Drayton Gray. Drayton Gray is a running back and escorted by his parents, Jared and Amber Gray. Number 25, Drayton Gray. Number 32, Caleb Norman. Caleb Norman is a linebacker and escorted by his parents, Matt and Tara Norman. Number 32, Caleb Norman. Number 34, Grayson Hart. Grayson Hart is a defensive end and escorted by his parents, Justin and Sarah Hart. Number 34, Grayson Hart. Number 40, Braxton Lundberg. Braxton Lundberg is a tight end and offensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Stan and Chris Lundberg. Number 40, Braxton Lundberg. Number 44, Mason Whitworth. Mason Whitworth is a linebacker and escorted by his parents, Joe Whitworth and Megan Montgomery. Number 44, Mason Whitworth. Number 53, Caden Kavanagh. Caden Kavanagh is a defensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Gary and Jennifer Kavanagh. Number 55, Cooper White. Cooper White is a defensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Josh and Nikki White. Number 55, Cooper White. Number 57, Avian Ferguson. Avian Ferguson is an offensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Colby Ferguson and Sarah Stanton. Number 57, Avian Ferguson. Number 61, Blake Luna. Blake Luna is an offensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Manuel and Bambi Luna and Brittany and Teddy Mitchell. Number 61, Blake Luna.
Oh, yeah.
You're all out. Number 62, Hunter Eddings. Hunter Eddings is an offensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Ted and Melissa Eddings. Number 62, Hunter Eddings. Number 65, Chance Gimlin. Chance Gimlin is an offensive lineman and escorted tonight by his parents, Mark and Misty Gimlin. Number 65, Chance Gimlin. Number 68, Landon Harper. Landon Harper is an offensive lineman and escorted by his parents, Jeremy Harper and Tara Stoll. Number 68, Landon Harper. Number 87, Aiden Schaefer. Aiden Schaefer is a tight end and escorted by his parents, Chris and Miranda Schaefer, and Nicole and Jason Warren. Number 87, Aiden Schaefer. Number 90, Zach Holman. Zach Holman is a defensive back and escorted tonight by his parents, John Holman and Jamie C. Crouch. Number 90, Zach Holman. We appreciate our seniors and their years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication to the Tigers football program. We also appreciate their hard work in the classroom. Let's put our hands together for our 2025 senior football players.
Congratulations to all the seniors. They have had quite a career here at Republic as they leave the field, and then we'll have senior night festivities for the rest of the team or the rest of the fall athletes who don't get their own senior night. So I think golf will be out here.
Another nice round of applause for your
Cross
senior
country
football players.
will be out here. Tennis has senior night on its own, and so does softball and volleyball.
Thank you, gentlemen, for all you've
And I
done.
may be leaving somebody out. There aren't any senior swimmers,
We've only just begun.
so I think that could be it. You know what's interesting, Rich Miles, is senior night used to be last game of the season, next to last game of the season, which is what this would have been many years. But the last 2, 3, 4 years, senior night is just a little over the halfway point if you keep playing well. And they've been giving themselves those extra games these last few seasons.
Yeah, and going back to last year, senior night was even a couple weeks earlier than what it is now because the last 2 games were away. So it is just because week 10 now, it's not part of your regular schedule. Your week 10 is now the start of districts, so that always gets bumped up a little bit. And as you said, in a team like Republic that has been in the playoffs and has gone far, that, as you said, we're kind of in the middle.
So now cross country, and Will Payne is the first senior out there.
William Payne has participated in the cross-country program at Republic High School for 4 years. He also participates in the A+ program, math team, programming club, ACE mentorship, and the Missouri Leadership Seminar, as well as the Republic track and field team. William has a 4.68 GPA and plans to study aerospace engineering at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. William Payne. Braxton Zinter. Braxton is escorted by his parents, Ryan and Lindsay Zinter. Braxton has participated in the cross-country program at Republic High School for 3 years. He also participates in the A+ program, National Honor Society, and REPMO Ambassadors. He has a 3.65 grade point average and plans to study radiography at Ozarks Technical Community College. Braxton Zinter. Girls golf honorees tonight, Paige Crosby. Paige Crosby is escorted by her parents, Chris and Jennifer Crosby.
Someone in the booth must know Paige Crosby.
In the girls golf program at Republic High School for 4 years.
Paige got the
She
Tiger
also
Roar.
participates in the A+ program and theater.
Ah,
Paige has a 3.43 grade point average and plans to study art at Ozarks Technical Community College.
David Crudwig
Paige Crosby.
with the theater program is in charge of the Tiger Roar over there, and so he gave her the little Tiger Roar. That explains it.
Stephanie David. Stephanie David is escorted by her parents, Richard and Belinda David. Stephanie has participated in the girls golf program at Republic High School for 4 years. She also participates in the A+ program and Republic Choir. Stephanie has a 3.42 grade point average and plans to study radiography at Ozarks Technical Community College. Stephanie David. Macy Hendrickson, escorted by her parents, Bobby and Jennifer Hendrickson. Macy's participated in the girls golf program at Republic High School for 1 year. She also participates in the A+ program, National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Sources of Strength, and is a student mentor with the Special Olympic bowling and basketball teams. Macy has a 4.34 grade point average and is undecided where she will attend college to study nursing. Macy Hendrickson. Taylor Jameson. Taylor Jameson is escorted by her parents, Chad and Christina Jameson. Taylor's participated in the girls golf program at Republic High School for 1 year. She also participates in the A+ program, National Honor Society, FCA, and American Heart Association. She has a 4.07 grade point average and is undecided when she will attend college to study nuclear medicine. Taylor Jameson. Let's put our hands together for our 2025 senior cross-country and girls golf athletes. We wish them the best of luck in the upcoming school year and in their future endeavors. At this time, we would like to honor our 2025 band members and their parents. Our first senior is Nathan Barnes. Nathan Barnes plays the tenor saxophone and has participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. Nathan is escorted by his mother, Christy Barnes. Nathan Barnes. Daniel Buchanan. Daniel Buchanan plays the tenor drum and has participated in the band program for 7 years. He's escorted by his parents, Michael and Quincy Buchanan. Daniel Buchanan. Allie Conboy. Allie Conboy is in the color guard and has participated in the band program for 7 years. Allie's escorted by her parents, Scott and Andrea Conboy. Allie Conboy. Joshua Conyers. Joshua Conyers plays the flute and has participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. He is escorted by his parents, Seth and Dina Conyers, and siblings, Everett and Kalea Conyers. Joshua Conyers. James Gosa. James Gosa plays the tenor drum and has participated in the band program for 7 years. James is escorted by his parents, James Gosa and Kara Hastings. James Gosa. Lucy Henning. Lucy plays the snare drum and has participated in the band program for 7 years. She is escorted by her parents, Dak and Melissa Henning. Lucy Henning. Jonathan Kaiser. Jonathan plays the synthesizer and has participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. He is escorted by his parents, Jim and Christy Kaiser. Jonathan Kaiser. Joshua Kinsinger plays the alto saxophone and participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. Joshua is escorted tonight by his caregivers, Tracy and Christina McCord, and his brother, Zach Irwin. Joshua Kinsinger. Tristan Flyer. Tristan plays the snare drum, participated in the band program for 7 years. Tristan is escorted by his parents, Brent and Brittany Flyer. Tristan Flyer. Scotland Lester plays the snare drum and bass drum and has participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. Scotland's escorted by her parents, Scott Lester and Lori Brink. Scotland Lester. Lucy Loxton plays the tuba. Participated in the band program for 7 years. Lucy's escorted by her parents, Ben and Hillary Loxton. Lucy Loxton. Paige Nichols plays the bass clarinet and guitar. Been in the band program for 5 years. Paige is escorted by her parents, Jacob and Jordan Nichols. Paige Nichols. William Payne. William Payne manages the sound system, participated in the Republic Band program for 1 year. William is escorted by his father, Donnie Payne. Eve Beck. Eve Beck is part of the color guard. Participated in the band program for 5 years. Eve is escorted by her parents, Mike and Shelley Beck. Eve Beck. Amari Peters. Amari Peters plays the flute. Has participated in the band program for 7 years. Amari is escorted by her parents, Joshua and Brandy Peters, and Amelia and Jason Hogan. Amari Peters. Caitlin Thompson. Caitlin Thompson plays the snare drum. Participated in the band program for 7 years. Escorted tonight by her parents, Jeff Thompson and Chrissy Bell. Caitlin Thompson. Eric Travis. Eric Travis plays the marimba and has participated in the band program for 7 years. Eric is escorted by his parents, Brooks and Twyla Travis. Eric Travis. Jacqueline Wade. Jacqueline Wade is a drum major and plays the trombone. She has participated in the band program for 7 years. Escorted tonight by her parents, Raymond and Paula Wade. Jacqueline Wade. Gabriel Wasson. Gabriel plays the tenor drum and has participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. Gabe is escorted by his parents, Chad and Melanie Wasson. Gabriel Wasson. Grace Worthy. Grace Worthy plays the trumpet and has participated in the Republic Band program for 7 years. Grace is escorted by her mother and sister, Ashley and Lily Worthy, and the daughter of the late Brad Worthy. Grace Worthy. We appreciate the hard work and dedication of our senior band students. We wish them the absolute best in the upcoming school year and in their future endeavors. Let's put our hands together for our 2025 senior band students. Thank you all for all you've done in the Republic High School Band program during your time here at Republic High School.
Well, that's going to wrap up senior night festivities. So while they make their way off the field, we're going to take a time out. and we will be back with the Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo Football Pregame Show after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Looking for your next ride? Come see us at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Not only do we have a great selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes, all models, ready to drive home today. Need to sell or trade? We're buying cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we'll give you top dollar, no strings attached. Fair deals with local people you can trust. Let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Kirk's Collision Center in Republic has been helping neighbors get back on the road with more than 20 years of experience behind the work. They're OEM certified, so repairs meet factory standards. And their team handles everything from collision and glass work to paintless dent repair. Even if your insurance company suggests another shop, you can always choose Kirk's, and every repair comes with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at kirkscollisioncenter.com.
It's important that there be a place that preserves and recognizes the history.
I think you come in here and you look at all these trophies. It shows you that there's been excellence in this community for generations. It's important for a community like Republic to have that.
I'm Robin McKee with your locally owned UPS store. We've raised our family in Republic, and we're here to help local businesses thrive with printing, shipping, and more. Visit us in the shopping center behind Commerce Bank, and let's succeed together at the UPS store.
Since 2014, Republic Animal Hospital has been caring for pets with the personal touch you'd expect from a hometown clinic.
You know people are friendly here. I think there's still those small town values here, and I like being part of the community.
From dogs and cats to pocket pets, Dr. Ferguson and her team provide compassionate care in a comfortable, expanded facility designed for both pets and their people. Republic Animal Hospital, caring for your pets because they're family. Running out of space? Keystone Storage on North Main and Republic keeps your valuables safe with fenced, gated access and 24-hour cameras. Rent a unit at our 24/7 kiosk
or sign up online today. Next to Sweeney Elementary, KeystoneStorageMo.com.
Hines Street Pharmacy, care you trust. Friendly faces, prices neat. Feel better right down Hines Street.
It can happen at any time. Fire damage, water damage, smoke damage, and can make your home unlivable. PuroClean will bring your home back to life. Our state-of-the-art drying equipment gets your life back to normal, and we work with all insurance companies. Tear it out, dry it up, rebuild it. PuroClean gets your home or business looking like it did before. Day or night, our specialists are ready to respond. The paramedics of property damage. PuroClean.
Rapid Ship Republic, building relationships one package at a time.
Fast, friendly, local. Skip the lines and ship local. Rapid Ship Republic is fast, friendly, and just around the corner. We stand with the Republic Tigers. Good luck this season.
Well, not too far away from the start of Republic and Willard. And this is a series that's been going on for a long time, and that's our first fast fact. Republic with a dominating advantage in this series, 42-16 all time against Willard, including 8 in a row. That fast fact brought to you by Rapid Ship Republic. When Republic champs want to ship it fast, they ship it fast with Rapid Ship. And Rich, Willard has had moments of kind of 2 to 3 season segments where they have been pretty good and given Republic some fits. But even when there were lean years here in Republic, Willard was always a game that you might not know you were going to win, but you knew you had a chance.
Yeah, and if you go back a couple years ago, there was a really close game towards the end of the season that was decided by 1 point. Last year's game wasn't close. It was Republic won 35-7. But they're rivals. They've been a rival of Republic. Just proximity of how close they are. Obviously, in other sports too, not just football. But we talked about this Republic's definitely a highly favored team this evening. Willard's only got 1 win on the season. That was against Waynesville. And as we talked about, some of the keys to the game, you got to go in there, you got to take care of business. You can't overlook this Willard team just because they only have 1 win on the season.
Playing on Thursday, we don't have the same scoreboard watching going on as we might normally have in the last week of the regular season, because there are some things that could happen that could shake things up. One thing that I think people will be keeping an eye on tomorrow night in Republic is what happens between, I forget who Branson plays.
Hillcrest.
Between Branson and Hillcrest, and between Joplin and Webb City. Because as of now, in the district standings, Branson is seeded 3rd, and that would mean that if it goes according to plan, Republic, it would be the 2. They're going to get Willard again next week, And so if that would happen and they would beat Willard this week and next week, then they would have Branson in that district semifinal game rather than having to beat Webb City and Carthage. So now, one thing to keep in mind is that the points edge in the standings is not very big, and Webb City is playing Joplin, who's a Class 6 team, and so they will get a little boost from that. So, but at the same time, I think Joplin has the ability to, if not beat, to at least keep it close, and if Branson can blow out Hillcrest, then they might stay at that number 3, and that would be, I think most, now, could be famous last words, but in general, I think most people would say that they would want to have Branson in that semifinal game. All right, we're hearing that we've got some volume issues, so Rich, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can tell me what you think.
The Branson Hillcrest game is also a Thursday night game. That is at Hillcrest. Branson should be heavily favored as well. Hillcrest doesn't have a win on the season. They're 0-8. And as you'd said, you start getting to this formula now when you've got so many teams that are so close that there's literally less than a half a point difference in the point system for districts between Branson and Webb City, to where Branson's definitely going to take care of business against Hillcrest. It's got to be a pretty, decent victory of point margin. And as you had said, if Webb City beats Joplin, then they get a little bit of extra points there because they beat a team that is an upper class, a class above, a 6A team. And so you have Branson, Hillcrest tonight. I think you had mentioned that Nixa had their game moved. I don't think it was originally supposed to be on a Thursday, but their game has been moved as well. So obviously that's not part of our district, but obviously an area team that different teams look at. And Neosho's thrown, it is pretty close there too. So it's kind of the teams right there in the middle that are jockeying for the best position, that 3, 4, 5 position. Willard's pretty much set at the bottom, and Parkview's set at the 6th spot. Carthage has got number 1 locked in, and for the most part we have the 2. So it's literally those teams right in the middle are all jockeying for that better position so that they have that better district home advantage. And they prefer, obviously, the higher seeds play the lower seeds, so you want to keep that 3 seed if you're Branson.
And I guess one thing is that you never know, like you said, how it's going to shake out. But, the home advantage is maybe as important as anything else. And Carthage, I was fiddling with the controls. I don't know if you mentioned, Carthage pretty much can't lose the number 1 because they could drop below Republic. But since they beat Republic, they would jump right back over them after the final calculation. We're waiting for the Tigers to emerge, and here they come. Ready to go, the first of hopefully 3 home games. By the time the streak is over, hopefully 4 home games in a row. But Republic hoping to have 2 more after this. But first one is to get through this week and take care of business. And we'll see how that unfolds after this timeout. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Raising financially confident kids starts with Telcom Credit Union. For our youngest members, the Kirby Kangaroo Club makes saving fun with rewards and surprises. When kids are ready to earn, Greenlight links chore payments and financial goals directly to their own app and debit card, teaching the value of money. And for teens earning a paycheck, our Team Checking provides direct deposit, debit card access, and guardrails to prepare for adulthood. Through every milestone, Telcom helps kids and teens build lifelong money skills.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about the sign of the yard, it's about decisions, big ones. That's why the Tricia Phelps team approaches real estate like advisors, not salespeople. From fast-track financing to investment strategy, Tricia helps you make the right move with confidence. Because longevity in this business is no accident. Call Tricia Phelps' team with eXp Realty to learn more. Republic is more than a market. Choose locally owned Central Gas Propane for unmatched service. They go the extra mile for your needs. Call 417-725-3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today.
I'm State Farm Agent Sarah Rader. When it comes to protecting your home, auto, and family, I'm always in the red zone, ready to push through for the win. I'll help you tackle high rates and score big on coverage. Learn more at sarahrader.com.
My friend Lori Castagran sets the scene with style buyers can't resist.
And my friend Elizabeth Gold sets the price and protects your profit.
They fall in love.
You cash the check.
Curb appeal. Close the deal.
Vision Health Eye Center in Republic provides clear vision for the big moments. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com to book your comprehensive eye exam with Dr. Hart, Dr. Holmes, or Dr. Wilcox. Vision Health Eye Center. Clear vision for the big moments. For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at Southern Sun Electric. Buying or selling? Javier Romero at Murney Associates brings a builder's eye to every deal. He'll crawl under the house, climb the attic, help you fix what's needed, and guard your bottom line. Relax. He handles the details. You get the keys. Find him online at javierromero.murney.com or call 417-351-1807. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Welcome back to the Hyde Street Pharmacy Repmo Football Pregame Show. And Republic with 6 wins last week. Their win guaranteed a 5th consecutive winning season under Ryan Cornelson. And they had 4 winning seasons from the year 2000 to 2020, the year before Ryan Cornelson took over. So 4 winning seasons in this millennium, and then 5 since Ryan Cornelson took over 5 years ago. That's a pretty good start to the Ryan Cornelson era. That Fast Fact brought to you by Rapid Ship Republic. When Republic champs want to ship it fast, they ship it fast with Rapid Ship. The coin toss has taken place, and one of you was probably both of you were watching better than I was.
Willard won the toss and is elected to receive.
So Willard will get the ball first, and they will have to face that salty defense of Republic to start the game.
Yeah, it's a Republic defense that is only giving up 21 points a game. And that's not really good for Willard, because Willard's offense is only scoring on average 19 points a game.
Yeah, this is going to be a tall task for Willard. Elijah Perry will tee it up and kick things off here to get us underway.
And Willard on the coin toss, 3 of their 4 captains were injured and not dressed out.
Yes, that's something that Ryan Cornelson talked about on the show, was how many injuries they've had. At first I thought you were saying that 3 of their captains were injured during the coin toss, which
well,
would
they
be
may have
even worse. All right. Perry's got it ready to go, and he kicks it deep and into the end zone for a touchback, and Willard will take over on the 20-yard line. I kind of was maybe not expecting, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he put it around the 5, and they tried to get down there and pin him. Come out in the shotgun. Caden Snyder is the quarterback for Willard. And Snyder takes the snap, throws it. Left-handed pass, and That was almost intercepted.
Yeah, Govan was right there and pretty much just came up right onto the receiver. That was the one there. They had trips. Govan didn't fall for it. He knew exactly what receiver was the intended target for the Willard QB. And if he would have just turned around maybe a half second earlier, he could have picked that off and possibly taken it for a pick six.
Yeah, really almost kind of hit him. I don't know if it did hit him in the back, but he was right there. Snyder. They send a man in motion and hand it off on the sweep, and immediately hit by about 5 guys is Grayson Walden, a 5'10", 180-pound running back. And he went nowhere, a loss of 1. Norman with the stop.
Yeah, Willard really doesn't have a designated QB either. So 17, Caden Snyder is the guy who's starting, but throughout the season, they have been switching guys in and out.
Yeah, because they've had so many injuries.
Yeah.
Like, been crazy how the injury bug has bit them. So that's a struggle. I almost thought they moved early there. They complete the pass, but not for very many yards, and Nolan Lashley there is the one who makes the hit as they complete the pass to Walden, that running back who had the previous run. It's going to be 3 and out for Willard. They'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that they ran a shallow pass route there when it was 3rd and long. It was just a crossing route over the middle. Usually you try to run a little bit deeper route to try to pick up the first down.
See if the Tigers come after it. Punter is Hunter Hodges, and it goes over his head into the end zone, and it's recovered by Rapono. Recovered by Willard. He's going to run it out, and he comes out to the 2.
We shouldn't have done that.
No, he should have taken the safety.
Well, at first I thought he was just going to allow the Republic defense just to scoop it up for the touchdown, and then I thought they were going to get the safety, and then the young man runs it out there. So awesome field position for the Republic offense.
So, yeah, he comes out of the end zone. Now Republic has it inside the 5. And they immediately hand it off, and jumping over the line and getting just to the goal line is Isaiah Hull.
Isaiah Hull, the ball carrier, picks up 2 to the 1.
If you watch that play there, Isaiah literally kind of hurdled over a guy there. Thought he was going to get stopped for no gain, but he was able to jump over a couple of the defenders, and I thought he got in.
Yeah, so did I. I know we're having some video issues. We're going to deal with that after this touchdown by Owen Clare, in from 1 yard out. And the Tigers take a 6-0 lead.
What a great way to start there. High snap leads to a short field. A couple plays later, you're able to get a touchdown and line up for an extra point and hopefully go up a quick 7-0 with just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Ball is up and away, and extra point is good. So it is 7-0 here in the first quarter. Republic is up with 9:53 left in the first.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports. Huey Magoo's is almost open in Republic, just over a mile from the stadium. The filet mignon of chicken is coming soon, and with it, Republic Tiger Sports post-game parties after home football games this season. Huey Magoo's opening soon. Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Welcome back. Spent the commercial break securing a few cables, and I think that will stop the video issues that we're having, and if not, I've got a big bag of cables over here in the corner, and we'll swap them out. I Kick is into the end zone again, another touchback, and we just did this about 5 minutes ago. And now the video's off. All right. Stand by. Rich, you're on the radio. Talk, give us some play-by-play.
No problem. I love doing play-by-play. Here we go. So Willard's going to try again. They were unsuccessful in their first attempt. They went 3 and out, tried punting. It was a high snap, went into the end zone. I brought it out to the 2-yard line, setting up a very easy touchdown drive for Republic. So Willard again goes the trips right. It's going to be a pass play, and the ball sails. Incomplete. It was intended for number 1 close. So that receiver didn't even know the ball was coming. He was still running his route. I think the QB for Willard was just too much pressure. Caused him to release it early before the receiver was expecting it. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Willard Tigers.
All right. New cable. Sometimes that works miracles. We'll see what happens. 2nd and 10. Snap was low. Managed to collect it. The ball was tipped on the way over the line. And he was lucky that wasn't intercepted by Caleb Norman or Grayson Hart, one of the linebackers.
Yeah, this Willard offensive line early in this game, they're struggling with this Republic defense. They're doing the best they can, and you've got pretty much every D lineman for Republic just in the face of the QB.
Ball tip by number 69, Chuck Wu.
So Chuck Wu got the hand on the ball and got the tip, and now we've got a timeout called by Willard with 9:45 left to go in the first quarter. While they talk things over, we'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Your offensive line protects the quarterback, and I protect you from confusing Medicare options. I'm Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance Group. Open enrollment starts October 15th. Don't get sacked by the December 7th enrollment deadline. You can find me on Facebook or call 417-425-3937. Go Tigers.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
All right, welcome back. 3rd and 10 coming up for Willard. Willard 1 and 7. And the left-handed pass is over there on the sideline, and that was both almost intercepted and almost taken for a touchdown because he came in, Alex Johnson, to try to intercept it, and if he had not knocked it away from the receiver, there was nobody behind the receiver.
Well, Willard, again, going 3 and out here. They're expecting hopefully a better snap.
Yeah, last time it went over the head of Hunter Hodges. And there it goes again.
Gosh.
2nd time in a row, and this time he jumps on it. Well, he learned his lesson and gave up 2 points that time. And it is 9-0. This is going to be a long night for Willard, it looks like.
Yeah, and if I'm the punter, I'm either scooting back, expecting it to be a really high snap again, or Willard's needs to put someone else in there at long snapper. It can't get any worse, I don't think. I mean,
yeah, I don't know that I've seen 2 in a row before.
Well, now you have.
I have. Well, you know that he got talked to when he went off the field last time, like, you can't run it out of the end zone at that point. It's 4th down. So he did get that message and just fell on it.
Who didn't get the message was the long snapper on
That's true.
Making a better snap.
So it is 9-0. And now it'll be a kick to Republic. Republic's got its deep man all the way back on the 15. They're going to scoot up. Yeah, that's not where they need to be. So they'll put it on a tee. I thought maybe they would just free kick it. But he'll tee it up and kick it off from the 20-yard line. Gets a running start. Line drive kick, and it's going to be taken on the run by Jackson Taylor. Spins out of one tackle, can't get away from the other one, and then somebody else comes up to finish him off. I would credit 16 Logan Chase with the tackle, who had him around the shirt tail, spun him down, and he was on the way down when another Willard Tiger came in to get him. And now the offense finally gets a chance to work with a little field position in front of it. Already leading 9-0 with 9:26 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, really haven't got to see this Republic offense. And only ran a couple plays and we're already up 9-0.
Tiger signal color. Senior number 12, Preston McCracken.
Handoff to Villasica. And takes it out past the 45 to about the 48-yard line. So a gain of 4 on first down. Jin Villasica, call that a gain of 5 rather than 4. Jin Villasica and Trayton Gray were on the Retmo Football Show this week. They are good friends going way back to childhood, and they play the same position now in that Z-back slot. Slot. Kieran Govan's wide over here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a long touchdown catch at some point. They go deep this time, and it's to Claire, and he is hit by 2 guys as he came back for it.
A little bit of contact. I think that's going to be more face guarding. I think when you've got a receiver that just puts his hands up, knowing full well the ball is coming without even turning around and making an attempt on the ball, and most of the time a referee's going to throw a flag for some type of face guarding, and that was a perfect example of that.
Defensive pass interference is the call. Yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, moves the ball to the Willard 37-yard line. First down, TIG.
That brings up a Republic first down. Ball is going to be on the 37-yard line. McCracken keeps the ball, works his way up, finds a couple of blocks, and is able to pick up the first down. So great run by Preston McCracken, running off the left-hand side there. He's able to pick up about 12 yards on that.
Poor Isaac Lacrosse, the defensive back, he was double-teamed on a block by Landon Harper, and somebody else was down there blocking about 15 yards upfield, and he just got on his heels and could not get his balance. They just plowed over him. They're in motion. They fake the handoff, and McCracken keeps it, spins, and is down at about the 11-yard line.
It's essentially very similar to the same play that they just ran to get the first down there. Instead of going the left in the previous play, this time on the right. So great job. Coach is feeling out both sides of the Willard defense, trying to figure out maybe if there's a little bit weaker side to this defense. Just a straight give to Isaiah Hull. He was able to kind of power his way up for almost 5 yards. Going to bring up about 2nd and 5 from the 7-yard line.
Tigers back in the red zone and knocking on the door again. Heavy to the right side on the line. They give it to Claire, who runs on the right side. Got hit and driven back. Got down to about the 5-yard line before he was pushed backwards. It's going to be 2nd down at about 3, or rather 3rd down at about 3 coming up for Republic.
Courier there to make the stop.
Gavin Lahan checking in. This has been a really good opening drive here. That first drive was just short, just a couple plays to score. This is I would say is the real first drive for the Republic Tigers.
Lahan is split way out here on the near side. And they're going to run a little option to Villasica, who's in for the touchdown. A little triple option. Like the 1980s Cornhuskers down there.
I love it. That's old school. It's if you've got a defense that doesn't really prepare for that, it's going to be there all night long. If you don't have someone coming down on the running back and then another defender coming down on the QB, and then if he pitches it, if you don't have anybody out there, Willard is going to very quickly have this score get out of hand.
15-0 now, and Elijah Peary to kick. I don't know what the delay is here. I think they might be waiting for us to fix our video issues.
Offsides on Willard.
All right. Well, I think I know what's...
1.5 yard line.
Well, I don't know what's causing the video. I thought I had it fixed. So Peary's got the ball on the 10-yard line now. Just a little chip shot. This is the world's longest extra point. And the kick is good over the band. And it is
Extra point kick is good.
16-0. So we'll take a timeout. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Are you in search of a fair, reliable plumber that you can count on 24/7? Call Far Better Plumbing. Local, transparent, and reliable. No hidden fees. Billed hourly on site. Far Better Plumbing is your plumbing connection for all residential, commercial, and excavation work. Far Better wants to be your plumber for life. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Eris Pizza brings a slice of history to your table. Since 1961, their blend of handcrafted dough, rich sauces, and a variety of fresh toppings cooked in an authentic brick oven offers a unique dining experience. Explore their menu at erispizza417.com or drop into the Wildwood Plaza on Highway 60.
Welcome back. Wow, that's pretty good timing. We played our Eris commercial, and I just heard Ken Knierim say they're giving away free pizza for a year. And oh, no, and Lashley with a big hit. That's early nominee for Collision of the Week, as Lashley got in there and made the hit. I didn't hear how he finished that sentence, but I think he might have said for the Republic Tiger Sports broadcast crew, free pizza for a year. But I'm
That's
not
great.
sure. Yeah.
Do I need to go down there and put my name in a drawing?
Yeah, we're just going to leave Jenny here with the camera, and anybody who wants to pick up a headset and wander in can talk.
Be careful. People will start showing up.
All right. So 6:42 left of the first quarter. It's 16-0. The scoreboard down there has gone dark, which is odd. There's an incomplete pass. Govan was right there, not looking again, and that could have been another interception if he'd been looking the other direction. Now the scoreboard's back up.
I think there could possibly be a late hit against the Republic defense.
Yep.
Roughing the passer.
So they got a little overeager, and this will be the first big gain of yardage for Willard. Maybe just electronics are haunted tonight. It is Halloween. But now we've heard from one home viewer that they're not seeing any video blackouts at all. So maybe we're thinking it's not even happening at home. So don't adjust your sets, as you might break something. And I've got to retrieve that video cable out of the trash that I threw away. There's a complete pass. I think that's going to be a first down. Govan brings down the receiver, Colby Mowell.
Pass completed over the middle.
But it is a first down. That's the first down other than the penalty for Willard. So they got one sooner than Neosho did last week.
And that right there, I think, is the best play that Willard's had so far. That was a pretty good pass.
Willard, as always, big up front. Number 76, Brody Lightfoot, 6'8", 330, a junior. And a big hole. It was
Mason Walden, the ball carrier.
Walden with the carry.
Gain of 5 on first down to the
First one to him was Gavin Lawhon, who came up from the backfield and made the hit.
21 with the tackle.
5:50 left. Second down and about 5. And a pass over the middle is intercepted, taken out of the air by Mason Whitworth, who reached up and grabbed it. And Mason Whitworth with the interception.
If you go back and look at that, the Willard QB, I'm not sure where he's throwing that. He's just throwing it in the middle of everybody.
Yeah, Whitworth just jumped up and took it away and ended up taking it down inside the 20-yard line.
The crazy thing is I think most of the players, both in black and white jerseys, didn't realize that he had intercepted it. Everybody kind of stopped.
Yeah, they thought it was incomplete.
Yeah.
There was one guy who kind of realized and caught him. Inside handoff, and carrying a man about 7 or 8 yards is Matthew Pelfrey, number 7. Pelfrey just picked up the tackler and took him for a ride. Tigers back in the red zone again already.
Yeah, as a defender, you never want that to be your highlight there. You don't want to be the one that is literally riding the back of the ball carrier for a first down.
Down to 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Already 16-0 Republic. Govan wide to the left side. Hand off to Claire. He goes through a gap and into the end zone for a touchdown. Owen Claire in from 13 yards out. And that makes it 22-0.
A great running lane there provided by the right side of the O-line. He went several yards before he was really even touched. And then once he gets inside the 5, he just kind of powers his way in, and you didn't have very much effort there by the Willard defense.
So 22-0. That safety really messes up my calculations. When they score another touchdown, I got to think, okay, what's the score again? Usually it's a multiple of 6 or 7. And that extra point attempt is good. And with 4:40 left in the first quarter, it is 23-0. Well, if you're worried about having to go into work after a late night, I don't think that's going to be a worry if this keeps going like it is. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
At First Christian Church of Republic, we believe in doing good unto others because life isn't just about touchdowns, it's about how we treat our teammates. Around here, it's about love, grace, and open doors for everyone. First Christian Church of Republic, loving God, loving people, doing life together. RepublicChristian.org.
From Tiger fans to your business team, from booster fundraising to your youth league, Jennifer at Teamwear Solutions has been making Republic teams look great and raise money for years. Whatever your team, whatever your cause, she's ready. Teamwear Solutions, Tiger proven, team ready.
Flag on the kickoff.
All right, Republic lined up for the kickoff, and looks like they're going to be, called for offsides there.
Offsides on the kicking team.
So that's going to push the ball back for the Republic Tigers.
Back to the 35-yard line and go re-kick.
Elijah will re-kick. Referee will spot the ball on the left hash on the 35-yard line, and he'll do this all over again. I assume he's just going to boot it deep. Nothing fancy. You're just going to have to put a little bit extra mustard on it here since the ball's pushed back 5 yards. So raises the hand, whistle blows. Ball's away. It's a diagonal kick taken about the 15-yard line. And try return, and great field coverage there, and an open field tackle by number 19, Lashley. Lashley, we call his name quite a bit. He seems like he's just a knack for finding the ball, and he does a great job, whether it's special teams or defense, of making some open field tackles there. So great job. He did exactly what you teach in practice all summer long and throughout the season. So Willard's going to take over at their own 25-yard line here in the first quarter. Pass play, ball's away, and incomplete. Intended for number 20, Moel, for Willard. Just a little bit outside of his range there. He stretched out, couldn't get it. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Willard with 4:30 left here in the first quarter.
Environmental for sponsoring the team dinner for our Tigers football team from Flat Creek Restaurant.
Man, Flat Creek provided a team dinner. I think we need to get on that somehow.
4.5 left. 2nd and 10. And that is complete, but Gavin Lawhon is not going to let the receiver, Isaac Lacrosse, get away.
Yeah, Lawhon did a great job. I think we have an injured Republic Tiger.
That's Lawhon. He's kind of holding on to his side or arm. I don't know if it's his arm or if he's holding his side with his arm, but Tim, you talked about avoiding injuries, and
that's not what you want.
Nope.
I think he's going to be okay, though. Trenton Coleman comes in for Lawhon. Lawhon looks like he'll be fine. One of those where it's a stinger or something.
Be interesting to see if that hastens the move to bring in the second string. 23-0 already. Still the first quarter. You really want to get your starters some more time. Oh, the blitz and a little screen is complete, and there's a lot of room. So that's going to be a first down. And all the way down inside the 30 to about the 25 to the 24 before Grayson Walden is brought out of bounds. And Jackson Taylor made the stop. Mark it at the 23-yard line. So a big gain by Willard on that one.
Sometimes whenever you're having a hard time controlling a defense that's getting a lot of penetration there like Willard is, their line just can't handle our linebackers and D linemen. You try to use that aggressiveness and throw a screen pass right behind them, and that time it worked.
So with 3:42 left, they've got it just outside the 20-yard line. Low snap, handled, and they're going to throw it long and well short, intended for Lacrosse. Coverage by Trenton Coleman down there in the end zone.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
I think that was a screen pass that it was supposed to be a screen pass earlier that Whitworth intercepted. So that time, that screen play was obviously a lot better than the first one.
Yeah, just he didn't get enough air under it the first time, and Whitworth was able to get in there and get it. They're going to throw it long again, and it is incomplete. Oh, great coverage. Very good coverage down there by Jackson Taylor. Intended for Mowell, Colby Mowell.
Taylor did a great job of closing in on the receiver. It kind of looked like he was going to get beat there, realizing the ball's in the air, intended for the receiver that he was on, and Taylor did a great job of just closing in and getting a hand on the ball, knocking it away at the last second.
Another pass out here in the flat, and Govan doesn't let him get away. Caught at the 25-yard line.
KG there with a stop for Republic.
Keyshawn Close. I think I've been calling him Isaac Lacrosse. Lacrosse is 0. And Close is number 1, and I was just looking at the first line on the roster and not paying attention to the fact that that was a 0.
Well, whatever his name is, Govan did a great job of keeping with him. Govan does such a great job. He never bites on anything. He stays with his guy, and that's pretty hard to do whenever you've got man defense.
4th and 10. So the defense can get a stop here. And Lashley came in. He got rid of it. And not going to be enough for the first down as Close is brought. Boy, he came close to getting it with that third effort. But he's short, and Republic will take over. And during this switch, we're going to just do a little switch of the camera and move it out a little bit so that we don't see the edge of the window next time. Presumably Republic is down there in the second quarter. For now, Republic will try to eat some clock and continue to build on this lead, already up 23-0 in the first quarter. This first quarter has not moved especially fast. Hopefully we make up for it in the second half. And Hull has a nice run as he leaped over the line, a little hop, and took it about 9 yards, maybe even 10.
You have a flag here at the end.
Gain of 9, pending the penalty.
Chance Gimlin is out there. Chance Gimlin is standing around with a couple of his buddies, and the official picked up the flag and threw it at his feet. He turned around like, what is this? I don't think it was at Chance. It's just Chance was standing where the penalty happened. I think he felt a little bit attacked there.
Well, I'm just glad he didn't react. Where you see, NFL players pick up and throw it back at the referee and then get another flag on top of it.
It is against Republic. Personal foul. Did anybody see anything?
I did not.
I did not see anything egregious, so it may have been something that was said too. I don't. Who knows? It always seems like, though, that whenever the Republic offense gets a penalty and it pushes them back, it always seems like they're able to just make up for it on the next couple plays.
They have been able to overcome penalties this year. I mean, there have been too many penalties. Now, when you get deeper in the playoffs against better teams, you're not going to be able to overcome those, so they need to clean those up. But they have been able to overcome penalties. Little play action, roll out, pump fake. The Kraken's in trouble. He gets rid of it, and it is behind Claire. Incomplete. That would have made up about 10 of those, about 5 of those yards back to the original line of scrimmage.
Preston did a great job there of just trying to get rid of the ball only where his receiver could get it. He was under pressure and did the best he could there. Did a great job of just throwing it to his receiver. If his receiver doesn't catch it, no one else does. Goes out of bounds, no harm.
3rd down and 14. And they almost jumped, but did not. And we're going to get a timeout here, I believe. Yep, timeout with 2:07 left to go in the first quarter. Republic will talk things over, and we will take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports. Kirk's Collision Center in Republic has been helping neighbors get back on the road with more than 20 years of experience behind the work. They're OEM certified, so repairs meet factory standards. And their team handles everything from collision and glass work to paintless dent repair. Even if your insurance company suggests another shop, you can always choose Kirk's. And every repair comes with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at kirkscollisioncenter.com. Welcome back. 3rd down and 14 coming up. Republic's got the ball ready. Blake Luna's already down in a crouch, ready to snap it. The defense is just now running onto the field. He's ready to go. Whatever this play is, it's going to be exciting. I can tell already. All right, now Luna is ready. And McCracken Passes it over the middle to Lundberg, and he couldn't hold on to it. Kind of got turned around and couldn't pull it down. It was on the money, maybe a little bit behind him, but Lundberg just kind of was losing his balance as he tried to catch it. Couldn't hang on, and Republic will have to punt it away here with 2:02 left in the first quarter.
It was a great play action. It looked like it was going to be a run play. McCracken doing a good job of faking it. And then your tight end just sneakily just runs right down the middle of the field. The safety for Willard defense doesn't pick him up. He's going to want that one back.
Yeah, that had some mustard on it too, and Lundberg I don't think was quite ready for the velocity that came in there. That punt is going to bounce sideways out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Republic, and that's where Willard will take over with 48 yards to go from the end zone. Republic is not really very sharp tonight. I'm sure that's something that Ryan Cornelson will point out to them as they watch film, at least here early, despite leading 23-0. I mean, when you come out and dominate so thoroughly there early, it's like, well, it's hard to keep your edge. That pass incomplete, intended for Keyshawn Close.
Pass intended for Keyshawn Close.
And sometimes that's just the energy level from the whole atmosphere. You know, when you've got the big games, when you're playing in, you know, a standing room only crowd, and that just kind of adds to it, and it just naturally creates that vibe and that energy. You know, you really don't have it as much whenever you're playing a team that you're expected to essentially just kind of run away with the game.
The Willard section has some empty spots over there. The stands over here are not packed, but they're, you know, it's a good crowd. Another pass, and that is way up in the air, and that's going to be intercepted. Taken by Caden Pacheco, gets away from a man. He's got it out to the 35, and then Keyshawn Close is going to wrestle him down, or at least, and then he slammed him to the turf, and that's going to be a penalty on Keyshawn Close as Caden Pacheco intercepted the ball. That was thrown so high in the air that I thought it was almost certainly going to be taken down by Kieran Govan if he was in the vicinity, because he can jump. He's an all-state high jumper. But it went to Caden Pacheco, and then Pacheco with a good return, and Keyshawn Close a little too eager on the tackle. Stuck with it, and
well, part of it was not so much how he tackled them; it was when he tackled them. The whistles had already blown, and then he slams them to the ground after the fact, after the whistle's already blown. So you got to know that, you know, you play hard to the whistle, but as soon as you hear that whistle, you got to stop.
So the ball's on the 42, and that should take it to the let's see, that should take it, to the 40? No, 8 to the 43 on the other side.
The flag's at the 33.
Yeah. Oh, they called offsetting personal fouls. So, I don't know. To me, if your guy gets slammed to the turf and you come in to react, you got to let a little bit of that go. I didn't see anything really that bad on the reaction. I mean, a couple of Tigers did jump in there, but I'm kind of surprised they would give offsetting penalties on that. Well, either way, 1:35 left in the first quarter. Yes, it's still the first quarter. And ball on the 37-yard line as Republic takes over. They give it to Hull. He bowls his way through the line, takes it out to the 44. And a good gain again on first down. Brings up second down and about 3.
Again, great push by the offensive line. They've pretty much just kind of been able to handle the 4-man front by this Willard defense.
Hand off to Pelfrey, and a good block
Matthew Pelfrey on the carry.
over on the left side by number 57, Avian Ferguson, to seal that off. Ferguson with a nice job.
Yeah, there's been several great downfield blocks by that O-line. They're not quitting. They're eager to make the block and go to the linebacker the next level.
Claire has it, and he got spun around, stayed on his feet, and takes it out inside now the 45 to the 44. He picked up 5 on first down.
It was a great little spin by him, and he looked like he was going to take a really solid hit there, just spun right off of it. Republic doesn't have to snap the ball here. There's only 16 seconds left.
I think they can get 3 plays in. They do snap it, and Hull is in the open. 30, the 20, one man to beat. 10, 5, dives for the pylon, and in, touchdown. I never did see the official on the goal line put his hands up.
Yeah, it was the referee there in the center of the field did. I think he had the best angle at it. And what a great effort. He dives for the pylon there, and the clock had struck 0. So I was kind of looking back and forth between the game clock and trying to see if he was going to get in the end zone there. And he just beat it out and stretched out and was able to punch it in here with no time left here at the end of the first quarter.
And you guys wanted him to kneel on it. Extra point by Perry is a line drive. It's through, and it is 30-0 at the end of the first quarter. Well, we're on a 120-point pace. Let's see how it goes in the second quarter. We're also on a pace to be here till about midnight. Back with more after this on Republic Tigers Sports.
Raising financially confident kids starts with Telcom Credit Union. For our youngest members, the Kirby Kangaroo Club makes saving fun with rewards and surprises. When kids are ready to earn, Greenlight links chore payments and financial goals directly to their own app and debit card, teaching the value of money. And for teens earning a paycheck, our Team Checking provides direct deposit, debit card access, and guardrails to prepare for adulthood. Through every milestone, Telcom helps kids and teens build lifelong money skills.
For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at Southern Sun Electric.
All right, welcome back. Tigers on top 30-0 as we get set to start the second quarter. This game started about 3 years ago, and we are ready to start the second quarter now. And into the end zone.
Ball into the end zone for the touchback will come out to the 20.
So Willard will take over on the 20-yard line. The defense will head back out.
Part of the reason why there's such a long first quarter is Willard had a lot of incomplete passes, and that stops the clock quite a bit there.
Well, hopefully in the second half, the clock will not be stopping for incomplete passes. Number 17, Caden Snyder, back out there at quarterback. They had a little bit of success offensively. Oh, there's a big hit. Caleb Norman is there. And I think that Cooper White might have been the first one to hit him as he came through. Grayson Walden. Montiel gets credit for the tackle, according to Ken Knierim. So number 22, Ethan Montiel with the hit. Well, he had a big game last week. Interception, 3 tackles for loss. And he's a good one. And he'll be back next year. He's a junior. A lot of seniors contributing to the success this year. But the Tigers have been able to keep it rolling with large graduating classes previously. And that's a high pass caught. And a touchdown-saving tackle made by Caden Pacheco as Keyshawn Close went up and got it. Close is having a good game.
Yeah, that was thrown high, only where The Willard receiver could catch it, and Pacheco did a great job there of, not giving up on the tackle. For a second throw, I thought he was going to spin off and run it to the end zone there, but Pacheco did a great job of just tripping him up.
Keyshawn Close, 6'3", 170, and he went up and got it. And another screen, and that one too high, tipped up in the air by Norman, and he couldn't. He was trying to either intercept it or tip it up so that somebody behind him could get it, and there was nobody back there.
Past few snaps have been really low. The Willard QB's in the shotgun, and they've been down by his feet. He's having to go down and essentially scoop the ball up. Long snapper sailing it over the punter, and then the centers snapping it down.
Maybe they need to swap.
They might need to.
Under pressure, it's tipped again at the line of scrimmage. It was Ekene Chukwu again who got a hand on it. He's tipped a couple of passes. And Lashley was bearing down on the quarterback there and forced him to get rid of it. 3rd down and 10. I would love to see Ekene just intercept one of these. Tip it up to himself and grab it. I'd like to see him run with the ball with a head of steam and see who. I just want to watch guys try to tackle it. And we've got a flag. I had the binoculars on the quarterback, but from the sound, I'm assuming it's against Republic.
Yeah.
Did we jump? Yeah.
Yeah, jump came off sides there. I think it was Ethan Montiel.
So now it's 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10. Out to the 46-yard line. Montiel up there on the line, almost like a defensive end. He kind of moves around. Sometimes he's kind of at a defensive end position, sometimes a linebacker. He looked like he was getting ready to come after the quarterback again. But a timeout called by Willard.
Second charge timeout here in the first half.
Second timeout called by them. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports. Choose locally owned Central Gas Propane for unmatched service. They go the extra mile for your needs. Call 417-725-3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today. Welcome back. And Matty Smith tells me I had it wrong. It was Trenton Coleman who got a hand on that pass, not Ekene Chukwu.
It seems like the defense has gotten more tip balls tonight than in any of the previous games.
Yeah.
I don't know if that just happens to be the throwing style of number 17.
Well, they've
Snyder
seen more passes tonight than they have all
true.
season already,
too. A lot of the teams that are in the COC that make up the bulk of the schedule are run-heavy teams.
That snap is on target. Drop back, pass is high, intended for number 13, Dylan Gwynn. And that brings up 4th and 5. Ball at the 46-yard line. I think will they go for it here?
Well, QB is out there. They didn't bring anybody off the side.
I think I'd go for it. I mean, what do you got to lose at this point? Spread formation. Boy, it looks like the wide receiver over here is almost across the line of scrimmage. Double pump, pass is caught, and it's complete to Colby Mowell, who went up and got it between a couple of defenders. He took some punishment after making that catch, but he held on.
Yeah, he took a big hit there. And part of that, too, is when you're a receiver that has to extend your arms out, you're exposing your ribs. And he knew that as soon as he caught the ball, he was going to get a shoulder pad and a shoulder or a helmet straight to the ribs.
Govan and Jackson Taylor were there on the coverage. But a good catch by Mal, and it's a first down for Willard. Willard with their numbers on their helmets. I kind of like that from a play-by-play standpoint. And there's a catch, a tackle made by Govan, and Pacheco tried to come up and make a big hit and missed him. Trying to knock the ball free or deliver a big hit, and instead didn't wrap him up, and it was up to Govan to make the stop. Pickup of 8. Taylor in, Coleman out for the defense.
Man, for as many incomplete passes that Willard has thrown, they're not giving up on it at all. They've had a little success here and there, but they're slinging it across the field.
Snyder's not very big, sophomore. Doesn't have a great arm, but he's fairly accurate.
Yeah, he is. And a timeout called by Willard, I think. 9:44 left in the first quarter.
Timeout, Willard.
And Willard does call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Republic is more than a market, it's home. And for 20 years, Tricia Phelps has built her career helping neighbors find theirs. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Tricia brings the experience of a builder, the insight of an investor, and the heart of a community member. Everyone deserves a dream home. Let the Tricia Phelps team with EXP.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Tonight's team sponsor, Harris's Pizza of Republic.
All right. Back, second and short. Willard trying to throw the ball. Incomplete. Govan doing a great job of defending the pass as usual. Kind of surprised that Willard tried to pass it on second and short. But it is going to bring up 3rd and 2 with 9:40 left here in the second quarter. Big third down for Willard. This is some of the deepest they've gotten on the Republic side of the field, and it's just a delayed handoff, and the ball goes right up the middle all the way down to the 20-yard line. Number 6, Walden for Willard, just finds a nice running lane and a seam and is able to pick up some major yardage there. One of the better running plays for Willard tonight.
Willard's moved the ball in the last couple of drives. Still hasn't gotten in the end zone, but the offense has not looked that bad for them.
Yeah, they're very streaky. They'll go a couple plays where they just don't look very good at all, and then they'll put together a couple plays, and they look just as good as anybody else.
So 1st and 10, ball just outside the 20-yard line. That was a low snap. There's a good pass to get rid of it, and a big opening, and a good run, and the Tigers are not tackling very well. And down inside the 5 goes Grayson Walden. I mean,
if you go back and look, I don't think Walden was expecting the ball to be there that quickly. Literally, just as he's turning to look back as the QB, the ball's there.
3-yard line,
yeah.
First down goal to go Willard.
And he just made a man miss, and it was Grayson Hart who got in there and made the stop. But 1st and goal for Willard. Inside handoff, and that is Cooper White who makes the stop.
And the ball carried by.
As they gave the ball to Grayson Walden.
Yeah, White and Govan did a great job there. Kind of looked like the running back for Willard was able to kind of break away and may threaten to get in the end zone, but both those gentlemen came in, did a great job of just kind of making a train wreck there.
2nd and 4. Man in motion, almost slipped. Lucky he didn't get the ball snapped into him. And that is picked off in the end zone and taken the other way by Kieran Govan. And he's got one man to beat, and he's going to go all the way. He's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. Kieran Govan.
That's got to be some type of school record, right? Go from end zone to end zone on an interception.
We're going to look at
return.
where he caught it, because that's what you count. That's 7 yards deep, I think. Now, I'm calling it 106, 107.
What an outstanding play. Looked like Willard had one of their best chances of scoring a touchdown, and the defense comes up big here. Govan doing a great job, not only keeping with his receiver, but reading the eyes of the QB and kind of following where the ball is going to be thrown to and anticipating it, taking it, and then the effort there of not getting tackled.
That is a new school record. The old record was 103 yards, set in 2008, just before we started Republic Tiger Sports, by Mills. Who would that have been? Chase Mills?
Probably, because I was still coaching at that point in time, so that may have been Chase Mills there.
Well, that was 103. This was at least 106, I think, as I watched the replay. So we're going to take a break. Be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Buying or selling? Javier Romero at Murney Associates brings a builder's eye to every deal. He'll crawl under the house, climb the attic, help you fix what's needed, and guard your bottom line. Relax. He handles the details. You get the keys. Find him online at javierromero.murney.com or call 417-351-1807.
All right, welcome back to Tiger Stadium here. Govan returns at 107 yards for interception, pick 6, and the ball is taken about the 3-yard line. And the return man for Willard has nowhere to go. Great coverage by the Republic kickoff team. Not only was that just awesome interception. Interception is always awesome when it's your team getting it, but just the effort by Govan of taking it out of the end zone and literally running it down the sideline. And there was 2 opportunities for a Willard defender to tackle him or knock him out. And he just, at the end there, high steps and then realizes that he's going to take it all the way and just jogs it in. So bringing up 37-0 Republic here with 7.5 in the second quarter.
Several years ago, of a 103-yard interception return.
37-0 now, as Ken Knierim announces the school record for Govan on that 106-yard interception return. I called it 106. They might look at it and say it's 107, but I'd rather him get another yard after the fact than to have one taken away.
I'm going to go 107.5.
Rich is going to go measure it at halftime.
Yeah.
We're going to play the replay. I'm going to get the binoculars. You're going to go down there and stand. And then, how tall are you, Rich? We're just going to lay you end to end.
Hey, not very tall. That's going to take a lot.
2nd and 10. Under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Good pass and dropped. Coverage by Taylor, intended for Colby Mowell. And he is you're right. He's accurate with the throws. Defense has been right there, and the receivers for Willard are good in some situations, but they're not always able to catch a ball that maybe is catchable, but with a defender nearby, they're not able to pull it in all the time.
And what's interesting here is Willard, throws a pick 6, and they just go right back to the pass play.
Yeah. Well, I think they know the run is not going to work. And that one's incomplete. That was, again, a good pass. Maybe a little behind Keyshawn Close, but he couldn't bring it in, and it's 4th down. And they'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, but definitely a catchable ball there.
Yeah.
And glad that he caught it, because I think he would have gained a lot of yardage if he was able to catch that, because he was in full stride when that ball hit his hands.
I agree. 37-0, and the punter is already in the end zone this time. So that'll save him a few steps if something goes wrong. Hunter Hodges, that one is short. He had to come up and get it. It was almost blocked. And then they're not going to throw a flag, even though the punter ended up on the ground. And Taylor is hit and dropped inside the 30, down to about the 28. So the punter ended up on the ground, but I think there was a player blocked into him as he kicked it. Oh, no, it was just a fake ball. It was just a fake fall because the guy who was near him did not hit him. 6:42 left in the first half, and Republic's got the ball back. I would imagine we might see the starters early in the third quarter for one drive, but probably not much, and Matthew Pelfrey takes it ahead to about the 21-yard line.
I agree with you. If we put the ball here in the end zone one more time before halftime, I would expect that maybe you get the opening series of the third quarter on offense and defense with your starters, and that's when we'll start having some different names called.
They gave him 7 yards on that, so gain of 7. It's 2nd down and 3 coming up. Republic's packed in tight. They're just going to pound it away. And they give it to Trayton Gray. He bounces it to the outside. He might get in. He does. A touchdown for Trayton Gray. So
that was too easy. It was just a handoff outside the tackle. The left side of the O-line for Republic did a great job of sealing off both the defensive end and the linebacker that tried to come up. And he literally goes untouched all the way into the end zone.
Touchdowns tonight for both the guests on the Retmo Football Show this week. Jen Villasica and Trayton Gray. Retmo Football Show. It's the opposite of the Sports Illustrated jinx. You come on the show, you're going to have a good week. That's what happened this week. 43-0 now, and Elijah Peary will try to add on. Snap is good. Overstreet gets it down. The kick is through, and it's 44-0.
Oh, late flag. 2 flags thrown.
Flag at the end of the play.
Official's going to talk it over. So that's going to get marked off
Into the play.
after the play was over.
The point kick is good for Elijah Peary.
Kick is good. Still 44-0. And they'll push back Peary. So Peary's probably not going to be able to kick it out of the end zone. There goes his consecutive touchback streak he was working on. But we'll see. I mean, not really much wind. .5:57 left to go in the second quarter. We've been playing an hour and 5 minutes. I'm sure Ryan Cornelson's not going to be very happy with some of the undisciplined stuff that's gone on tonight. You cannot let a team like Willard get under your skin. There's a line drive kick, and it is going to be caught at about the 13-yard line. A return by Easton Red out past the 30 and taken down near the 35-yard line. Spot it on the 34.
Great job by the special teams. I mean, the ball's pushed 15 yards back further than what it normally is, and Willard still was only able to get the ball to about the.
Well, now they put the ball.
They kind of moved it up.
I don't know if they lost track of where the ball was, or what, but yeah.
I don't think that's where the ball should be placed.
I think it should be on the 34. I think they just kind of got mixed up. Left-handed throw is complete over here to number 13, Dylan Gwynn. And he is taken out of bounds by Trenton Coleman. Again, a good throw by Snyder. Number 17, Caden Snyder. He's just a sophomore, so he might be a handful as he gets older.
Willard.
Grayson Walden, just a junior. So this Willard team will be improved next year. 3 wide receivers bunched in tight over on the right side. And they snap it. Oh, there's a big hit by Ethan Montiel. And there's a new collision of the week. That's a big one. With 5:32 left to go in the second quarter, Ethan Montiel just destroyed Caden
33-yard line.
Snyder, or
Loss of 10 on the play.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Caden Snyder.
Caden Snyder, the QB, he got sacked there, and Montiel almost goes untouched, so it may have been on a blitz or some type of stunt, but we could hear that collision all the way up here in the booth. You could just hear that snap of shoulder pads and helmet hitting the QB.
Yeah, Montiel is a strong kid, too. And there was another hit. That pass incomplete. And Snyder took some punishment there.
Kate Schertz, the intended receiver. Fisher Moore do defensively for Republic.
There's a team that huddles up and waits for a play to get called in at a really slow pace. Usually you don't have such a slow pace, but Willard consistently doesn't get the play call in until close to the 10-second mark on the play clock.
Again, more pressure and another hit, another sack by Ethan Montiel. That's his second of the drive. Did he have one earlier? No. Okay. So he's had 2.
Great job by the defensive coaches there. If something's working, keep calling it. And obviously, whatever stunt or blitz that he is on, the O-line for Willard can't do anything about it.
And that kick goes straight up in the air. You got to get out of the way if you're a Republic. It takes a very mild Willard bounce out to the 44-yard line and is downed by Gunnar Puryear. And Republic will have the ball with 4 minutes exactly left in the second quarter, already leading 44-0. But one reason the half is taking so long is because you know what else stops the clock? Touchdowns.
Correct.
There have been a lot of those. Overstreet wide out to the left, and Pelfrey kind of jumps on top of the pile and rolls off the other end for a gain of 3. I think Ryan Cornelson and crew would be happy to just take the ball all the way down and go across the end zone as the clock strikes 0, kind of like they did at the end of the first quarter. Claire, he stood up. Villasica behind him gives him a little push for a couple of more yards, or a gain of a couple of yards. And Claire was hit and dropped. Good stop by the linebacker Puryear, came up and hit him.
3rd down and 5 for a Republic first down.
3rd and 5, clock continues to run. Govan is wide over there on the left. If nothing else, Govan makes them pay attention to the long pass. Claire's got the first down and more inside the 35, down to about the 31. Good gain by Owen Claire.
Gain of 8 to the 31, first down, TIG.
Take a look. That says Neosho, but it's Willard has 120 yards, 187 yards for Republic. So the yardage is not that lopsided. But Rich, that look at the numbers gives you an idea of why they're not running the ball. Negative 30-some yards rushing because of the snap.
The two punts.
Still, though, I mean, they haven't run it well enough to overcome the two bad punts. And a little counter to Trayton Gray, who zigzags through a hole. He's got the first down inside the 20. Back in the red zone go the Tigers.
Trayton Gray, the ball carrier.
That red zone graphic is getting a workout, Sarah Rader.
Jason Kaufman, number 21, with the tackle.
Every time they get in the red zone, Sarah Rader actually has to come up here and push the button. 1:52 left in the first half. Inside the 20, the ball on the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10 again. And again, a base play to Claire, and he broke a couple of tackles into the end zone. Another touchdown for Owen Claire. He's got a big night, and it's up to 50-0 with 1:38 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I thought maybe Willard might, put up a little bit better effort here with a couple minutes before the halftime, and it's not like Coach is calling any crazy or trick plays. They're just straight run plays right up the middle, and Willard's defense can't do anything about it.
Yeah, this is base stuff. They're just running their base plays and not having to change much. Now, Willard has, like you said, just like they are on offense, they've been kind of streaky. They'll have 2 or 3 plays where they stop Republic and then give up a big one. Another extra point by Elijah Perry, 51-0. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm Robin McKee with your locally owned UPS store. We've raised our family in Republic, and we're here to help local businesses thrive with printing, shipping, and more. Visit us in the shopping center behind Commerce Bank, and let's succeed together at the UPS store.
I think that Ozark game was more than this. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need. Over at the old. Welcome back. Talking about the most points that the Tigers have scored in a half. Pretty sure they had more. I think they might have had 56 in the first half in that big win over Ozark. It's time to cue Josh Reed is probably going to text me with that number here pretty soon. He knows everything about that game. That was a big night for him and a lot of Tiger fans. That ball just short of the goal line, and the ball taken out to the 10, maybe the 11. Good coverage by the Tigers.
Was that the Ozark game that was played on a Saturday afternoon?
No, that was a Friday night. That was the first time they had beaten Ozark in a long time.
12. Timeout Republic. Second charge timeout here in the first half.
Jake Smith was the quarterback. And that's when they had the Journey did play in that game. Jace Duval had a touchdown. Tristan Ellison had a kickoff return. They had an interception return. Everything went wrong for Ozark. Speaking of Josh Reed, did he text me that? No. You know what? Josh Reed messaged me about a different topic before I even mentioned his name. Must be on the same wavelength. Josh, 10 years ago tonight was the infamous Journey Jones game. 7 touchdowns, 44 points, 2 touchdowns during the same train.
Yeah.
Now, that's a school record.
That will never be broken.
No, I mean, Kieran's 106-yard interception return, that might be broken, but 2 trains in one game, unlikely. I don't know. I don't even know if we play anywhere that has train tracks anymore. 1:18 left in the half, and a timeout called by Republic, I presume. Yeah. 1:15 left, and Ryan Cornelson wants to talk to his defense. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Huey Magoo's is almost open in Republic, just over a mile from the stadium. The filet mignon of chicken is coming soon, and with it, Republic Tiger Sports post-game parties after home football games this season. Huey Magoo's opening soon. Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
Back at it here. And a little pass intended for number 20, Colby Mowell. Out in front of him too far. That stops the clock. That clock will not be stopping very much in the second half. 51-0. And it's a high one, and it is knocked away. Well, I heard a groan. Was there a flag?
Yeah, they threw a flag.
Okay, I didn't see the flag. I heard the groan. It was Will Brake with the coverage. Watch it again. They call pass interference. That was a high pass. Oh, there it came. And then by the time I saw it, it ended up behind the head of somebody over there on the.
And we have another. Thought he motioned another timeout, but I was wrong.
Nobody's got any timeouts left. This is, 51-0, and 6 timeouts have been taken. That's really maximizing your timeouts at this point.
It was the referee that called timeout.
Yeah, let's get some officials' timeouts. Those are unlimited. And that ball is stripped away from the quarterback and recovered by Republic, I think. Nope, they're going to say Willard got it. Brentley Leahy had a chance to jump on it. Let's watch it and see if we can tell who got to him first.
28-yard line. Second down and 20.
That was Jance Mercado, 28, who got to him and almost forced the turnover. He's in there again. Long pass, and it's picked off. Taken away by the Tigers. That is A.J. Ewell, who takes it up the far sideline into Willard territory. And A.J. Ewell gets in on the fun with 21 seconds left.
I understand why they were trying to go for the deep ball. It's only 21 seconds left here in the game, but you can't just heave the ball.
Yeah, that's a great play by Ewell. He
went
back and got it. Takes it all the way to the 39-yard line. That's where the Tigers have it. Now, do you kneel on it here? Or do you just see what happens if you hand it off?
And in the first half, everything's fair game.
Yep. They'll kneel on it. He went back to the line of scrimmage before he kneeled. He knows what he's doing. And that's going to do it for the first half. Well, that was a pretty dominating performance by Republic, even though they didn't play their best. They certainly were sharper last week against Neosho, but Willard was having all kinds of problems, and Republic made them pay. 51-0 at halftime. We'll take a break and be back with the Ritmo Halftime Report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
It can happen at any time. Fire damage, water damage, smoke damage, and can make your home unlivable. PuroClean will bring your home back to life. Our state-of-the-art drying equipment gets your life back to normal, and we work with all insurance companies. Tear it out, dry it up, rebuild it. PuroClean, get your home or business looking like it did before. Day or night, our specialists are ready to respond. The paramedics of property damage. PuroClean.
Looking for your next ride? Come see us at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Not only do we have a great selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes, all models, ready to drive home today. Need to sell or trade? We're buying cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we'll give you top dollar, no strings attached. Fair deals with local people you can trust. Let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic or online at pinnakerchevrolet.com. Buying or selling? Javier Romero at Murney Associates brings a builder's eye to every deal. He'll crawl under the house, climb the attic, help you fix what's needed, and guard your bottom line. Relax. He handles the details. You get the keys. Find him online at javierromero.murney.com or call 417-351-1807. Vision Health Eye Center in Republic provides clear vision for the big moments. Visit VisionHealthEyeCenter.com to book your comprehensive eye exam with Dr. Hart, Dr. Holmes, or Dr. Wilcox. Vision Health Eye Center. Clear vision for the big moments. Buying or selling a home isn't just about the sign of the yard, it's about decisions, big ones. That's why the Tricia Phelps team approaches real estate like advisors, not salespeople. From fast-track financing to investment strategy, Tricia helps you make the right move with confidence, because longevity in this business is no accident. Call Tricia Phelps' team with eXp Realty to learn more. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ERCPA. Eris Pizza brings a slice of history to your table. Since 1961, their blend of handcrafted dough, rich sauces, and a variety of fresh toppings cooked in an authentic brick oven offers a unique dining experience. Explore their menu at erispizza417.com or drop into the Wildwood Plaza on Highway 60.
Are you looking for a place where love leads the way? At First Christian Church, we're about two things, loving God and loving others. No perfect people here, just a community of real folks walking through life together with grace, faith, and hope. Whether you're new to church or need a fresh start, you'll find a place to belong at First Christian Church of Republic. Republic Christian.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com. Buying or selling a home isn't just about the sign of the yard, it's about decisions, big ones. That's why the Tricia Phelps team approaches real estate like advisors, not salespeople. From fast-track financing to investment strategy, Tricia helps you make the right move with confidence, because longevity in this business is no accident. Call Tricia Phelps' team with eXp Realty to learn more. Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to Heavens Sent Flowers. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com.
From Tiger fans to your business team, from booster fundraising to your youth league, Jennifer at Teamwear Solutions has been making Republic teams look great and raise money for years. Whatever your team, whatever your cause, she's ready. Teamwear Solutions, Tiger proven, team ready.
It can happen at any time. Fire damage, water damage, smoke damage, and can make your home unlivable. PuroClean will bring your home back to life. Our state-of-the-art drying equipment gets your life back to normal, and we work with all insurance companies. Tear it out, dry it up, rebuild it. PuroClean gets your home or business looking like it did before. Day or night, our specialists are ready to respond. The paramedics of property damage. PuroClean.
Welcome back to the Ripmo Halftime Report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. And the Tigers on top 51-0 over Willard. They scored 30 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second quarter. And they've built a big lead early here. Let's recap the scoring. You might want to settle in. Go get yourself a snack. And I'll still be recapping the scoring when you come back. First drive, Willard had the ball. They had to punt it away. But instead of punting it, they snapped it over the punter's head into the end zone. Hunter Hodges tried to run it out of the end zone. He, unfortunately for Willard, did run it out of the end zone. It got tackled on the 2-yard line, or 3-yard line. So Republic took over on the 3, and they rushed it in 2 plays later. It was a touchdown for Owen Clare from 1 yard out, and the extra point made it 7-0. Another short drive and a turnover on downs for Willard. Republic got it back again. They went 42 yards in 6 plays. They scored on a touchdown run by Jin Villasica from 5 yards out. Extra point made it 14-0. Next drive ended in an interception. And that was Ethan Montiel, I think. No, that was last week. He had the interception. Who had the first interception? I didn't mark it down. We'll remember it. You know, somebody will text me. That was the third drive of Willard. It ended on an interception. It was returned to the 29-yard line. That's where the Tigers took over. And they scored a couple of plays later on a touchdown run by Owen Clare of 13 yards. Next drive by Willard was one of their most successful. 7 plays, 58 yards, but they eventually turned it over on downs. Next drive for Republic resulted in a punt, the only punt of the first half. Hard to believe you could score 51 points in a half and have a punt in there too, but they managed to do it. Willard was intercepted again, and the Tigers took advantage again. This time it was a touchdown by Isaiah Hull from 44 yards out. Big run by Hull. And that was at the very end of the quarter. Willard then went down to the, let's see, where were they when this interception happened? They were knocking on the door on their next drive, threw it into the end zone, and it was intercepted by Kieran Govan in the end zone, 6 yards or 7 yards deep. We're being conservative. We gave him a 106-yard interception return for a touchdown. That was a new school record. Next score by the Tigers was a 2-play drive, 28 yards. It was a run by Trayton Gray of 21 yards for the touchdown. Willard had to punt again. Then it was a 6-play, 44-yard drive. It was a run by Owen Clare from the 18-yard line that got it in the end zone. And that was the end of the scoring. All adds up to 51-0. We're going to take a break and be back with some stats after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm State Farm Agent Sarah Rader. When it comes to protecting your home, auto, and family, I'm always in the red zone, ready to push through for the win. I'll help you tackle high rates and score big on coverage. Learn more at sarahrader.com.
My friend Lori Casagrande sets the scene with style buyers can't resist.
And my friend Elizabeth Gold sets the price and protects your profit.
They fall in love.
You cash the check.
Curb appeal. Close the deal.
Vision Health Eye Center in Republic provides clear vision for the big moments. Visit VisionHealthEyeCenter.com to book your comprehensive eye exam with Dr. Hart, Dr. Holmes, or Dr. Wilcox. Vision Health Eye Center. Clear vision for the big moments. For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at southernsunelectric.com.
Welcome back to the Retmo Halftime Report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. And we got some very lopsided numbers to give you, starting with Rich Miles on the team statistics from the first half.
Yeah, let's start with Willard. They've got a total of 101 yards. Majority of that is passing yards. They have 138 yards through the air, negative 37 on the ground. Number 17, Willard, he's gone 11 for 33, so he's attempted 33 passes, and that seems about right. That's one of the reasons why that first quarter
33 passes. Wow.
Yeah, went so long is the majority of those were incomplete passes. He has 4 interceptions on the evening, and that's quite a bit. 4 interceptions for a whole game is a lot. 4 interceptions for one half is quite a bit. And then let's flip it on the other side. Lopsided, as you said, Republic has 218 yards, all that on the ground. McCracken 0 for 2 on his passing game, but haven't really needed to throw it in the air. When your running game is so dominant, why do you need to throw it?
Yeah, it's been lopsided, and that means a lot of good numbers for the Republic players. And Tim Barnes has the individual stats.
Yeah, Republic was led, at least in touchdowns, by Owen Clare, 7 carries, 49 yards with the 3 touchdowns. Now I'm going to do my Oprah Winfrey imitation. Jen Villasica gets a touchdown. Isaiah Hall gets a touchdown. Drayton Gray gets a touchdown. And Govan gets a touchdown. They're actually led in yardage by Isaiah Hall.
There's a touchdown taped under my chair. All right. Go ahead.
Isaiah Hall actually led in yardage with 5 carries for 66 yards. And then I think Rich already gave the Willard numbers.
Yeah, and the Willard rushing numbers, they're legit, but they are tempered by the fact that, as we talked earlier, there were 2 punt snaps over the head of the punter.
Yeah, both about 20 yards in losses, and then 3 sacks by the quarterback. That's another almost 30 yards in losses. Now, they did get 138 yards in passing, which I'm assuming Coach is not going to be too pleased with. But otherwise, the dominating first half by Republic.
We're going to kind of pause as they honor the band here on one of their last performances.
Each note they played and every step they marched has left a lasting mark, a footprint on the heart of this band program. To symbolize the legacy they leave behind, each senior has stepped out of their shoes and left them on the field. A gesture that reminds us that their journey has shaped the path for every student who follows. These shoes represent the miles marched, the friendships forged, the lessons learned, and the love they've shared for music and for one another. As they step forward tonight and celebrate not only their accomplishments, but also the leaders, mentors, and role models they've become. But this is not the end of their story. In a powerful tradition of passing the torch, our younger band members will now step forward to pick up the senior shoes. In doing so, they symbolically pick up the mantle of leadership, musicianship, and pride that these seniors have carried so well. They will continue the journey, following in the literal and figurative footprints of those who came before them. And now we invite you to join us in a round of applause for our 2025 band seniors, the students who have set the standard, raised the bar, and left a legacy of excellence for generations to come.
Always a nice tribute to the band seniors at halftime as they get a welcome as they came off the field. And we're going to take another break and be back with more on the Retmo Halftime Report, including, I'm told, some sports trivia to replace our usual score guessing game since we're playing on Thursday. Rich Miles is going to do the MC honors when we come back after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
Your offensive line protects the quarterback, and I protect you from confusing Medicare options. I'm Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance Group. Open enrollment starts October 15th. Don't get sacked by the December 7th enrollment deadline. You can find me on Facebook or call 417-425-3937. Go Tigers.
Are you in search of a fair, reliable plumber that you can count on 24/7? Call Far Better Plumbing. Local, transparent, and reliable. No hidden fees, billed hourly on site. Far Better Plumbing is your plumbing connection for all residential, commercial, and excavation work. Far Better wants to be your plumber for life. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. All right, welcome back to the Retmo Halftime Report. We spent the commercial break learning the rules that Rich just made up. So
it's revenge on.
All right, I'm
getting revenge on.
Here's what we're going to do. Rich is going to ask a question. First of all, if you've seen the movie Quiz Show, I did notice Tim and Rich in a parking lot before the game. But we've got some football trivia. We're going to both write down our answers, which makes for scintillating media. But we'll write fast, and if we get the right answer, then we get the point.
Do you have any answer writing music, David?
I do not have any answer writing music, but Jenny Rackley has volunteered to hum.
Okay.
All righty. Well, we have, this is all football related. It is high school, college, and professional sports. So here we go. Here's your first one. All FBS Division I football teams contain the word university in their name, except for 5. Can you name any of the 5 only teams that do not have the word university in their name? D1 FBF schools that the word university is not in their official name.
All right. I would like to lodge a protest.
Okay, I've got.
All right.
I'm sure I don't have any of them right, but I have 5 at least.
I've only got 1.
Okay, let's hear it.
Mizzou. There's no university in that.
The official name. No.
All right.
That is wrong. All right.
Here, let me try.
All right.
I've got Harvard, Princeton, the Citadel, Colgate, and Brown.
Those all have universities in their official name. The answer to that is Boston College, Georgia Tech, and then your military schools, Army, Navy, and Air Force.
Oh, all right.
All right, here we go.
Good question, Rich.
All right.
Yeah, all right, here's Republic related. What year did Republic High School play its very first football game? What year did Republic High School play its very first football game?
Are we talking modern era? Are we talking that prehistoric?
It is the question as is. What year did the Republic High School play its first football game?
Well, it was
okay.
Starts with a 19.
That is true. That is true. All right, gentlemen, here we go. What answers you got? Tim, you go first.
I've got 1947.
Okay.
Can we do closest wins?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, otherwise, it's going to be no one wins.
Are we doing Prices Right rules? Are we doing Prices Right
No.
rules?
No. Okay. Just whoever's the closest.
1921.
You would be the closest. The very first year was 1919
Whoa.
when Republic played Springfield High School that is now Central High School.
What was the score?
I do not know. Did not look that one up.
But they had to catch a train.
Yes,
I believe, to get to
that is
Springfield.
true.
That is true.
That is true statement right there. All right, here we go. Let's
Bonus
go.
point? Do I get a bonus point for that?
I'll give you a bonus point
All
for
right,
that.
that's 2. All right, I got 2.
Let's go professional now. What was the original name of the New York Jets?
Oh, I got that one.
What was the original
I know
name
that one.
of the New York Jets? They were only this name for a couple years, and then they changed it.
Well, it would be whatever came before Jet. New York Prop Planes.
That would be incorrect. Tim?
Let's go with the Titans.
You would be correct.
I knew he was going to win
The
the
New
NFL
York
portion.
Titans. I love it. The New York Titans only lasted for a few years, didn't make any money, changed ownership, and new ownership changed it to the Jets because it was the modern era of the new Jets.
All right. Well,
here we go.
Last question.
All right, here we go. You've got different awards, trophies in college football, like the Heisman and the Maxwell Award. What is the Ray Guy Award given for in college football? What is the Ray Guy Award given for
That's a
college
gimme.
football?
That's a gimme. Do you have an answer?
Kicking.
Oh no! It's
we got to be more
punting.
specific. I'm going to have to prompt on that.
Yeah,
It is Tim Barnes has got it.
Yeah,
it is
too
the
bad.
nation's outstanding punter.
Ray Guy was a punter.
I
David.
know,
And
I know, and I thought it was maybe they gave it to. I didn't know if they had.
Oh,
a
do we have a
separate one.
tiebreaker?
As an individual, that would be great. But as a team, do you want your punter to get the Ray Guy? Because that's
No,
not good.
anyway.
You want to do a tiebreaker?
Yeah, I do want to do a tiebreaker because we put.
All right,
3 minutes.
here we
back
go.
on the clock.
Let's. Well, I've got all sorts of questions here. Staying with.
Let's go with Republic.
You want to go with Republic question?
No.
I got
Let's
it
go
both.
NFL.
It's okay.
NFL. Okay.
College is probably we're probably even
All right.
on college.
All right. NFL then. Tim
No.
called it. So, who are the only 2 left-handed QBs to win a Super Bowl?
Wow.
Who are the only 2 left-handed QBs to win a Super Bowl?
I know one.
Well, the question says 2, Tim.
Do you get a point for each one?
Yeah, I'll give you a point for each one. Yeah, 2-point question.
All right, David, do you have 2?
I have 2 written down.
Oh, okay. I got them both.
Okay.
It's Steve Young and Ken Stabler.
I had Steve Young and Steve Carlton.
Well, wrong sport, but
That's left-hander.
right. Tim gets both those. It was Ken Stabler for the Raiders and Steve Young for the 49ers.
Well,
All right.
all
Good
right.
job, Rich. Thank you. That was those
And I
were
got
very
a
good
whole
questions.
list of more questions, too.
Well,
So stay
unfortunately,
tuned.
we're out of time. So anyway, all right. Well, we'll continue this game. This game's not over. He's got more questions left. We'll continue this in future weeks. And yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll have to play next week, I guess.
Thursday.
Yeah.
So this is not a win for Tim.
Okay, it's continuation.
It's going to be all Republic next week. All right. We'll take a timeout. Back with we're not even going to take a timeout. Let's just wrap up the Retmo halftime report. And that was so much fun. We're just going to go right into the game. What can I say? All right, Rich. It's 51-0. Republic gets the ball first. What do you think? Onside kick?
Wow, that would be.
Well, it looks like he's kind of lined up that way, but he
That's
doesn't
what
have
made me think of it.
He doesn't have a football.
Hey, why not?
yeah.
You're down by 51-0.
Well, Republic would not be expecting.
No.
We have seen more onside kicks since Ryan Cornelson started the trend than we ever, like, in non-onside, what used to be non-onside kick situations. Oh, they're going to kick it, and Caden Pacheco is going to take it on a back pedal at the 12, to the 20, to the 25, 30, 35. He's got a couple of blockers. Jukes to the outside again, to the 45, maybe the 47. Pushed way out of bounds. But a good return by Caden Pacheco. Tackle made by Nash Murray.
Ball marked at the Republic 47-yard line.
And the clock is running.
That was a great return. He had some great blocks down the field. Wasn't super fast down the field. Just kind of letting the blocks develop in front of him, patient, and just worked his way all the way out to the midfield.
And Cooper Cornelson is out there at quarterback. So they do not put the starters back out after the first half, and Greg Hicks takes the handoff, number 36.
Obviously, is good decision right there. Get some guys out there that don't get as much quite playing time.
And I got to say that we can talk about this as the half goes on. Tristan Burks with a good gain. He's got a first down.
Tristan Burks on the carry.
Inside the 45, nearly the 40. But I am not real fond of the way the playoffs are currently done, because that first round is, especially when you've got a bye, well, even if you don't have a bye, first round, so many of those games are so lopsided that it's just, I don't know. I wish there were some other way to set it up. But they wanted Week 10 to be a playoff game so they could add the game. But, I think it was a better situation for the teams when you had 10 regular season games. And then not everybody made it in. And I know why they did that, because there's always somebody who says they should have been in, but they got a bad draw in the district or whatever. But they've tried this for a few years, and that first round is, in large part, just full of stinkers. And a dive by Hicks across the 40. He's got nope, not a first down. I was looking at the wrong stick. Gain of about 3 or 4.
To kind of talk about that, too, some of that influenced by, as you said, some teams that deservingly should have been in but weren't. The old way that it was, the districts were set up when you had the last 3 weeks were essentially your district games, and you'd have a lot of 9-1 teams that would literally go 9-0, lose Week 10, and they're done.
Yeah. And, you look at, great pitch. And that's to Burks, and he's got good speed up the outside. The ball came loose, though, at the very end, and I think that Willard might have it. Yes. That was almost a forward pass, that pitch. I guess it was backwards, but Burks accelerated up the sideline, but then the ball came out at the end, and Willard gets it for the first time here. Yeah, to complete my thought, you look at the district that Republic is in, and I guess if they did it the other way, you got Webb City, Carthage, Neosho, Republic, and 2 of those are going to be out. So that would be a mess, too. Maybe I take that back, what I said earlier. Handoff inside, and what a hit. Coming in and making the stop was number 28, Mercado. He's had a good game off the bench.
But the way things are set up, too, what you do have a lot more happening is back-to-back repeat games. That is kind of what's going to happen this week with Republic, is if things stay the way they are, it's going to be Willard's going to be right back here next week.
And Ryan Cornelson said that, and there's a ball slung out in the flat, incomplete. Ryan Cornelson said he has not ever played the same team back-to-back in his career as a coach. That happened a couple of times, I think the last 2 years before he got here. It was Branson that we played. I think we played twice in a row those last 2 years.
Yeah, you were correct.
Third down and 13. Long, high pass. That's going to be picked off, too. Oh, it's off a helmet and almost intercepted anyway.
Pass is incomplete.
It was Fisher Moore who went up to try to intercept it, and he jumped so high it hit him in the head and bounced up in the air.
Did it hit him or the receiver in the head?
Well, let's watch it again. I'm pretty sure it went off a helmet.
Oh, yeah, it did. I just couldn't figure out who it actually went off of.
No, it might have gone through Moore's hands and off the receiver's head. Yeah, you're right. And then they almost picked it off the bounce. Carter Coggin back for the return. And that's a line drive taken at about the 37 and down to the 25. Carter Coggin. Clock continues to run. 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
That was a great return by Coggin. That was just a straight line kick, and that just went straight to him. And sometimes when you've got a kick that is just straight on with a lot of force, you're not ready for it, especially when you're used to catches being, a rainbow kick dropping from the air instead of right at you. You kind of bobble it, so he did a great job.
That punt just brings to mind my answer in the trivia game. I just want to continue to indicate that I knew Ray Guy was a punter, but I was trying to give a more general answer, and the judges ruled against me, probably because of that parking lot meeting before the game. There's a good run by Duran, down inside the 10. Got to the outside and turned it up the field. Jacob Duran, number 27.
First down, T-E-I-G. First down and goal to go Republic.
Good job following his blockers, and a bunch of blockers up there. So first and goal as the Tigers re-enter the red zone again. Sarah Rader runs up, pushes the button, and we're ready to go. And a pitch to the outside, and Burks is going to take it into the end zone. No fumble on that one. That's a touchdown for Tristan Burks. I think Cornelson could have scored there too, but he gave it up for his running back, Tristan Burks, and that makes it 57-0.
Burks scores on the touchdown.
Only bad part about that is the clock stops. I don't really understand why that's in the rule. If the rule is if the rule is there for the reason that one team is winning, then a touchdown, if the team that's ahead scores another touchdown, they should speed up the clock during the time before the kick. 57-0 the score. 4:42 left to go in the third quarter. And the two-point conversion is good by Tucker Ladd, who took it in off the left side of the line. Number 17, Tucker Ladd with a two-point conversion.
What's nice is kind of seeing the future, seeing some of the guys that are coming up that we're going to be seeing next year, possibly 2 years from now. Some of these guys are sophomores and juniors doing a great job out there.
Number 72, Liam Anderson, was one member of that line who comes off. And I think I saw Evan Rockhill, number 82, come off as well. And we'll try to get you those names and numbers as the game goes on. They've got a few freshmen suited up tonight, too. And Coach Derek Ewell sent me that list of names before the game, so we'd have those numbers. There's a little pooch kick. We're going to work on something different. Taken by the up man, and that one is covered well. This second unit on the kickoff gave up the touchdown to Kickapoo, and then gave up another one. So probably wanting to get them some work rather than just kick it out of the end zone. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. 59-0. Hand off. Oh, that's going to be a big run. The line thought it was play action, and it wasn't. Actually handed it off to number 23, James Slaughter.
Great effort by AJ, though. He ran him down from behind instead of just kind of giving up and just allowing the ball carrier to possibly score. AJ does a great job of great pursuit angle, running him down and pushing him out and getting the tackle.
All on the 35-yard line. That might get them out of negative rushing yard territory here pretty soon. Flag comes in.
Yeah, I think Willard had a couple O-linemen that flinched.
Still not quite out of negative territory. as we look at the game by the numbers, courtesy of Elliott Robinson and company. Still at negative 10 rushing yards. But Republic with an advantage in yardage, not as much as you might think given the score, but they've had short fields and had the kickoff return, or the interception return for a touchdown by Kieran Govan. That's the highlight of the week. 106 yards, if you're just tuning in, on the interception return by Kieran Govan. He is a human highlight reel down there this year.
Grayson Walden, the ball carrier. Lost some yardage on the play back to the 43-yard line. Brendan Leahy, 33, and number 35, A.J. will make the tackle.
Leahy, great job on the tackle there.
Second down and 18 for Willard.
After that great run by Willard, they're now going backwards. A big run, Willard, right up the middle.
James Slaughter again, the ball
Number
carrier.
23 for Willard. Slaughter just works his way up, and what was a second and long, they're able to just give a run play right up the middle, and he's able to pick up over 20 yards and pick up the first down.
So now they're in positive yardage territory on rushing, barely. And Slaughter.
The draw play to James Slaughter.
Tackle made by number 42, Jordan Todd.
Jordan Todd there, along with A.J. Ewell.
And A.J. Ewell was in on that tackle as well.
Republic 18-yard line. 17, gain of 3, second down and 7.
All on the 17-yard line for Willard. 2nd and 7 coming up. Four down lineman for the defense. And another handoff to Slaughter. Good job finding the hole on the right side. And the offensive line is opening up some holes against this JV defense.
Number 75.
Took it down to about the 11. They are short of the first down. It's going to be third down coming up. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
And with the success that Willard's had in the run game, they've pretty much stuck to it here on this drive.
Yep. Again, Slaughter carries the tackler inside the 10. He's got the first down, and that may be the end of the third quarter. It's going to be first and goal. They could run another play if they want to. They don't have to.
Chance Mercado, number 28, with the tackle.
Looks like Willard is intended to get one more play off.
I am in favor of, if they're going to score as time expires. That way the clock's going to stop anyway. So you got to keep them out here unless time expires. Slaughter has it. No, he's not going to get in. Now you got to keep him out altogether. Time's going to run out. Ball's going to be around the 5-yard line when we return for the start of the fourth quarter. It is 59-0 Republic. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Running out of space? Keystone Storage on North Main and Republic keeps your valuables safe with fenced, gated access and 24-hour cameras. Rent a unit at our 24/7 kiosk or sign up online today. Next to Sweeney Elementary, KeystoneStorageMo.com.
Feeling rough, we've got the stuff. Hines Street Pharmacy, care you trust. Friendly faces, prices neat. Feel better right down Hines Street.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Second down and goal. They give it to Slaughter again, and he's in.
5-yard touchdown run.
So a 5-yard run into the end zone by Slaughter puts Willard on the board, 59-6. And they'll come out and try to convert the extra points. I think they're going for 2. No, there's a kicker out there. Kicker is number 7, J.J. Bauer. 5'7", 140. I will say, if you pointed me at the field and said, which one of those guys is the kicker, I would have said J.J. Bauer. That kick is through, I think. Yeah, he beat the pressure and got it through. And with 11:55 left in the fourth quarter, Willard has finally scored 59-7. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Republic is more than a market, it's home. And for 20 years, Tricia Phelps has built her career helping neighbors find theirs. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Tricia brings the experience of a builder, the insight of an investor, and the heart of a community member. Everyone deserves a dream home. Let the Tricia Phelps team with eXp Realty help you find yours.
Choose locally owned Central Gas Propane for unmatched service. They go the extra mile for your needs. Call 417-725-3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today.
In freshman JV action.
Welcome back.
Monday night, October 27th.
Just 5 seconds into the fourth quarter.
The game will begin at 5:30, followed by the JV game, as both teams will try to finish the season with perfect 9-0 records.
59-7 the score. And you talked earlier about getting to see the future a little bit here tonight, but just heard Ken Knierim mention to the crowd that JV and freshman teams both will play on Monday with a chance to finish undefeated seasons. That's pretty good when your varsity team is this good, and you've got freshman and JV teams. And there's a good return. It's Pacheco who takes it all the way into Willard territory, and he's tackled around the 45-yard line.
And now, were both teams undefeated last year, or was freshman undefeated last year?
I don't think they both were.
Or am I thinking 2 years ago? I know recently the freshman team went undefeated.
Yeah, I think one, but not both. And they hand it off. Not much running room. Back to the line of scrimmage for Greg Hicks.
David, you were talking about the the way the district is now, and by doing that, you know, the freshman and JV teams only get 9 games instead of 10.
Yes, true. That really is that's a major change. I'm a little surprised that the members approved that. Handoff to the right side and to the edge, and this is going to be a good gain by Cohen Payne. But a flag is down and going to probably bring it back.
Yeah, it was thrown usually where referee sees holding, and it came pretty quick, too. As soon as the ball carrier passed the line of scrimmage, that flag was out.
Yep. Holding against Republic will call that back, but a good run by Cohen Payne. Got it down to about the 12-yard line before he was knocked out of bounds. Good run by Cohen.
Moves the ball back to the Republic.
Back into Republic territory. Side handoff to Burks. The ball is out again, but I think they're going to say he was down when it did come out. Back to the original line of scrimmage on this series. 9:35 left.
Mason Kaufman, number 21, with the stop.
Republic really just, the goal is just keep getting first downs on this drive. Probably, I'm sure the kids want to score fast. I'm sure the coaching staff would be fine to just get 5 yards at a time all the way down the field and run out the clock the rest of the way. And a fake handoff, and Cornelson kept it, and he gets pushed back after a gain of a couple. Cornelson gave it to Hicks. He waited to the last minute to pull that out. And it brings up 4th down and 8.
That may be his first official varsity carry. He had one against Waynesville, but it was called back.
Yeah, I think you might be right. He has not held on to it. They're going to try and pull him off, and they're going to call timeout. One of these days, a Republic quarterback is just going to stand there, and that guy that goes in motion is just going to run right off the end of the field. 8:34 left. Timeout on the field. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Vision Health Eye Center in Republic provides clear vision for the big moments. Visit VisionHealthEyeCenter.com to book your comprehensive eye exam with Dr. Hart, Dr. Holmes, or Dr. Wilcox. Vision Health Eye Center. Clear vision for the big moments. For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at southernsunelectric.com.
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
On 4th down, that's going to be a stop. Cordell Riley, number 9, had it, and the defense sniffed it out, stopped him, and Willard gets it back.
Ball marked at the 43-yard line. Willard will take over on downs. And have it 1st and 10 from their own 43.
And a high snap. And the defense is not going to let him get away this time.
Leland Walden, number 27 on the carry.
Walden with the carry, and Jordan Todd, number 42, had the tackle.
42, 2nd down and 11.
Second and 11. Two wide receivers split out wide to the left. And that's another high snap, and it ended up right in the arms of the running back, and 3 Tigers there to meet him. Jordan Todd was one of them.
Quarterback just tipped it to the running back.
Yeah.
He literally just stopped it from going on his head, just kind of tipped it down to the running back and looked like it was a design play.
33, Brentley Leahy was in there as well, along with Jordan Todd. And I think Mercado, 28. Yeah, that was almost like, he just sort of knocked it down right into his arms. There's another high snap, and Mercado got there and wrapped him up. It didn't matter how good that snap was, but that doesn't help when the snap is up in the air like that. It's just a split second where you can't take off. And the defense got there in a hurry, and it's 4th and 16. So that time, the defense looked a little bit better, like they got their sea legs under them a little bit now. It is a step up in game speed, even against a team like Willard. They have to go out there on Friday night. So after that first drive, they looked a lot better. 6 minutes left. Kick is high and not very long. It's not even going to get across the 50-yard line. It's going to go out of bounds. I think it went out around the 45 of Willard. 45, 44 is where they're going to say it went out. 5:40 left. We'll just keep it right here. And I'll get you some names. I see DJ Phelps, number 52. And Bryce Hine, number 54, is out there. 71 and 72, Easton Claypool and Liam Anderson. And a gain of about 3 on first down. Carry by, that was Owen Clare. What was Owen Clare doing out there? Unless that's a different.
I think that's a
different.
That's
5.
not Owen.
Let me look. Yeah. Look at my email from Coach Ewell earlier. He emailed me the freshman who will be out there. I have accidentally archived it. Lincoln Caldwell is who that was. Number 5. We don't have a graphic for him, but Lincoln Caldwell had the carry and came off. And that one is Tucker Ladd, who gets to the corner, and I think he turned it up in time for a first down, yeah. So a first down for Tucker Ladd. Tucker suffered an injury last fall, and so good to see him getting back out there, and I think he could have a big year next year. .335 left. Cornelson turns and hands it off. Not much running room there for Ethan Pelfrey, number 29.
Dave Wright, number 52. Also Isaac Lacrosse, number 0, in on the tackle. Second down and 10 from the Willard 33.
No gain. Second down and 10 coming up. Nearing the 3-minute mark. Burks tried to get away. Really didn't have anywhere to go. Corey Croft, number 60, checks in for the Tigers. And number 9, Cordell Riley back in as well. Two and a half left. Tigers will move to 7 and 2, and there's a penalty as they drew them off sides, unless somebody moved for Republic. No, they're going to step it off forward. And that's going to be a first down, I think. Oh, no, they're only halfway there.
Going 7 and 2 in such a brutal schedule that Republic has is outstanding.
Only losses to the number, depending on the poll, top 5 teams in Class 6, and then the number 2 team, Carthage, is number 2 in Class 5. And that was on a last-second field goal that almost didn't happen. So I was thinking about that the other day. State rankings don't matter, but I mean, just think if they had won that Carthage game, they would be number 2 or 3 in the state in Class 5. As it is, they're 5 or 6, I think, depending on the poll. Ticking down to a minute left. Third down and 10. They are waiting as long as possible, and now they're going to kneel on it.
Before Nelson takes a knee.
And that means, did they wait long enough?
Yes, they did.
Yes, there's 1 second difference. And so they waited as long as they could. They don't have to snap it again, and they're going to win it. We're going to take a break and be back to wrap up the broadcast after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
My friend Lori Casagrande sets the scene with style buyers can't resist.
And my friend Elizabeth Gold sets the price and protects your profit.
They fall in love.
You cash the check.
Curb appeal. Close the deal.
Congratulations to the Tigers, 59-7, the final score over Willard. Rich, give me your final thoughts, but before you do, remember, I'm just going to record these and play them on the pregame next week.
Okay, sounds great. Outstanding. Obviously, it's a lopsided score. Republic just showed why that they were heavily favored here. We got to do it all over again next week. Willard will be back here next Thursday, and I would expect it to be just a repeat. Another dominant performance by the Republic Tigers.
Tigers are 7-2, and they'll have Willard next week. That game, again, may be on a Thursday. They'll need to get approval from Misha, and that will probably happen, but they wouldn't approve it until this week's games were over. So, look for probably a Thursday game next week as well. That'll be the opening of districts, and because of that, too, remember, this is not going to, it won't be on YouTube. It'll be on the Misha TV platform, and we'll also have audio for you as well. And that's going to do it. For Jenny Rackley, Maddie Smith, Steve Rackley, Tim Barnes, and Rich Miles, I'm David Brazil. Thanks for watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.